It's been described as the largest covert peacetime evacuation in UK history, and the British government's efforts to keep the story hidden as legally unprecedented. On Tuesday, a super injunction barring multiple UK media outlets from reporting on a 2022 data breach by the British Ministry of Defence was lifted. The data, the names and contact details of Afghans who had applied to the UK for sanctuary following the Taliban's seizure of power in August 2021. Those on the list and their families were at risk because they worked for UK forces during the 20-year deployment to Afghanistan. The UK's Defence Secretary apologised in the House of Commons and noted that 4 years on, it's unlikely that being on the list would increase the risk to people hunted by the Taliban.
It was on that basis that I was able to announce the change of policy yesterday in Parliament, and the judge was able to lift the super injunction that has stopped any knowledge, let alone reporting, of this data loss in the past.
The inadvertent breach was discovered 6 months after the fact, with UK judges barring publication of any related details for nearly 2 years, over fears that any named on the list would be persecuted by the Taliban. But this also meant many of those whose data was lost were not informed of the increased risk to their safety. 4,500 people have been evacuated from Afghanistan as a result of the incident, at a cost to UK taxpayers of billions of pounds. While the data loss and the catastrophic departure from Afghanistan occurred under the Conservative government, the injunction and evacuation programme continued under the Labour administration until now.
They initially rushed to court to obtain an injunction, then a super injunction, to prevent the disclosure of this information by the media. Now, somewhat curiously, some may consider, they're saying, well, there isn't a risk. Well, there are many credible media reports of those that have been persecuted by the Taliban in Afghanistan because of the help they provided to international forces.
The Afghan government, for its part, says it has been aware of the list since 2022 and pursued named individuals, whom the Taliban views as collaborators. Afghans speaking to the British media say they feel betrayed and under threat as a result of the data loss, with many still living under Taliban rule.